Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Third installment of Scott Selections here for Monday, May 1st. For again today's play of the day, quick recap of what happened yesterday. We had a nice winner in hockey with the Kraken team total under 2.5 goals at minus 132 on FanDuel. Wasn't easy at all. In fact, we were pretty lucky to win it, if I'm being honest. We needed no goals from Seattle in the final 33 minutes, give or take, of the game, and they didn't score. They finished with two. They hit the crossbar about 7 times, and we even survived Colorado pulling the goalie, and Seattle could not capitalize. But Seattle won the game and only finished with 2 goals, so that we ended up winning our bet. Nice winner. Look for the winner here on Monday. And for today's play today, going to another Game 7 in hockey between the Rangers and the Devils, taking place at around 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And for this match, we're going to take the underdog in this one. We're going to take the Rangers on the money line at plus 104 on Bet Online. Time recording of 2:30 a.m. Eastern Time. So covering why I'm going to take this play. First reason, even though both teams have been pretty even so far in the series, the Rangers have been the much more experienced team in terms of Game 7s. The Devils have not played in a Game 7 since 2012, and a lot of their main players are relatively young, while the Rangers have a lot of older players who are experienced in their own careers in Game 7s and even last year, because if you remember, the Rangers had 2 separate Game 7s last year, beat the Penguins in Game 7 in the first round, and beat Carolina in Game 7. That was actually a road game, which they dominated in. But the point is, the Rangers went to 2 Game 7s last year, and they won each of them. The Devils have really limited Game 7 experience. They have a couple of veteran guys on the team, but the point is, the majority of the core have not experienced a game of this magnitude before. And I am a bit concerned that this team will be a little bit shaken early on with the pressure, especially since the Rangers have been very good on the road so far in this series. The Rangers have won 2 of their first 3 road games in the series. They won Game 1 and Game 2 by the exact score of 5-1. Now, I am aware that the Devils switched goalies after the first 2 games, and they started using Schmid, and Schmid was incredible in games 3, 4, and 5. However, Schmid was really not that good in Game 6. The Rangers finally woke up offensively as they scored 5 goals against them, and Schmid got benched in the third period. Now, I'm a bit concerned, since Schmid is a very young goaltender, that maybe his confidence might waver in such a high-pressure situation, and I do think the Rangers definitely built some confidence scoring 5 goals against them. But if you're looking at hockey in Game 7s, you know that a strong goalie can make the difference. We saw it in that Seattle game yesterday with Grubauer, who was absolutely incredible throughout that entire game. The point is, I do think Igor Shesterkin in net definitely the better goalie than Schmid. He's more battle-tested. He's more proven. And once again, he has won several Game 7s in his career, so I definitely think he should look pretty sharp in this matchup. Now, is it possible Schmid comes out and plays extremely well? Of course. But I am a bit concerned with a young goaltender who just got pulled in a playoff game last start, suddenly playing in his first ever Game 7. I'm not sold on that spot, especially against an experienced team like the Rangers. And historically speaking, the Rangers have been insane in Game 7s. The Rangers have won 8 of their last 9 Game 7s, including 2 of them from last year. So I do think that the Rangers, based on their history of success in the Game 7s, they have a lot of guys who have been around for a while, like Kreider, for example, who have been a part of a lot of those Game 7s. But I do think the Rangers will once again look pretty sharp, and I do think you'll end up seeing the Devils look a little bit nervous in such a big game, and I think the Rangers get the job done. But going through the actual meetings, historically speaking, the Rangers are 8-3 straight up in the last 11 meetings in New Jersey. So the Rangers have traveled here pretty well in the past, and I do think as a result, home ice advantage really won't matter too much. We saw it in the 2 Game 7s yesterday. Both the Bruins and the Avalanche had home ice, and now they're going home because the road team won both those games. Hockey, it doesn't matter. You can argue that home court advantage or home field advantage matters in football, maybe baseball a little bit, maybe basketball, but hockey, definitely, I'd say it's the least valuable of all the major sports. But at the end of the day, you can make an argument that these teams are pretty evenly matched, which is why we're going to 7 in the first place. If you think it's a 50-50 shot, you're getting plus 104 on a coin flip. So I think there's value on them just by itself. But with the better goalie and with the more experience in Game 7s on the roster and the fact that Schmid got pulled the last game, I do think there's a lot of reasons to expect the Rangers to get the job done once again. And I think it'll be close. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but I do think the Rangers will find a way to get the job done either after 60 minutes or even potentially after overtime. So the play of the day, once again, here for Monday, May 1st, is going to be on the Rangers money line at plus 104 on Bet Online. Bye, everyone.